YouTube, how we doing, family? It's your boy, yo! And this is another episode of the Ballpark Show. I go through every MLB game every day and try and narrow it down to the plays that I personally see the most value in. Today's Monday, August 18th. I have 3 games and 4 props at the end, so stick around. I do this every day for free, so please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your favorite game in the comment section below. Without further ado, let me get into today's recap. Recapping yesterday, we went 2-0. We cashed both of our highlighted plays. First, we took the Philadelphia Phillies on the run line in DC, taking on the Washington Nationals. Sheesh, the Nats gave us a sweat in that 9th inning. Score was 11-6 Phillies going in. Paul DeYoung hit a 3-run homer. All of a sudden, it's a 2-run game. They got a man on second with 1 out, but Philly was able to close the deal. Final score was 11-9 Phillies. Next, we took the Seattle Mariners and New York Mets over 8 runs. I told you guys I wasn't joking. This game was played in a Little League ballpark. Vientos homered 385 feet to center field. Cash no problem. Final score was 7-3 Mets. We're now 14-12 on all highlighted plays in August. Let's start a streak and get back in that win column today. I'll warn you guys right now, this is an extremely tough card, but I'll break down my favorite plays per usual. Without further ado, let me get into today's games. In our first matchup, we have the St. Louis Cardinals in Miami taking on the Miami Marlins. Marlins are minus 134 on the money line, and the total is 8 runs. On the mound, we have Matthew Liberatore going for St. Louis, and we have Yuri Perez going for Miami. I like both of these starting pitchers, but I'd give the slight edge to Yuri. 3.0 expected ERA, he's got good velocity, and he's getting strikeouts. Liberatore's been serviceable. The only real issue with this game is the free pass. If he limits walks, he's in good shape, and the Marlins are more of a hit-for-contact team, so he should be okay. In the last 30 days, Miami's offense ranks 10th in the league, a lot better than the Cardinals, but at the same time, the Cardinals have the significant bullpen advantage. This is how I have it playing out. We see about 3 innings of a duel between Perez and Liberatore. At the first sign of trouble, St. Louis goes to their bullpen and puts out the fire. Ultimately, I do think Miami wins the game, but it should be lower scoring, something like 4-2 Marlins. We're taking the Cardinals and Marlins under 8 runs as our first selection. Let's move. In our next matchup, we have the Toronto Blue Jays in Pittsburgh taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates. Pirates are minus 113 on the money line, and the total is 7 runs. On the mound, we have Kevin Gausman going for Toronto, and we have Paul Skeens going for Pittsburgh. I don't have to say too much about the pitching matchup. Gausman's been solid, but he's no Paul Skeens. He gives up walks, gives up some hard contact, and I think the Pirates can get to him. Look, I know how it is backing Pittsburgh. Horrible offense 9 times out of 10, and after Skeens, who knows what we get from the bullpen. Thing is, we're getting a fair price with arguably the best pitcher in the league, and I promise this Blue Jays lineup won't stay hot forever. It's not Shohei and Freddie Freeman now. It's Bo Bichette and Dalton Varsho. Come on. The Pirates kept it competitive against the Cubs. They could compete here. We're taking the Pirates on the money line as our next selection. Let's move. In our next matchup, we have the Chicago White Sox in Atlanta taking on the Atlanta Braves. Braves are minus 206 on the money line, and the total is 8.5 runs. On the mound, we have Yandry Gomez going for Chicago, and we have Spencer Strider going for Atlanta. I'd definitely give the edge to Strider in this matchup, but I can't rock with either of these starting pitchers. Strider comes in with a 4.69 ERA, and looking at his expected numbers, I don't see much room for improvement. That's what we should expect, 4 earned runs. On the other side, though, Gomez is in big trouble. 6.6 expected ERA up against a heating Braves lineup. They're now top 5 in the league over the last 30 days. Makes sense, too. I just saw them score 9 runs in an inning against the Mets. Neither bullpen has been anything special, and I think we get well above this total. Chicago should also chip in. They rank 12th from behind the plate, so they've been better themselves. We're taking the White Sox and Braves over 8.5 runs as our highlighted selection of the evening. Let's move. All right, guys, let me get into the props, 4 for today, and I'll get you in and out of here. First, we're taking Isaiah Kiner-Falefa of the Pittsburgh Pirates to get 1 run or RBI. He's having a good season, batting a .267, and he has a 1.39 OPS against Gausman. Next, we're taking Matt Olson of the Atlanta Braves to get 2 or more bases. One of the hardest hitters in the league with a light matchup against Yandry Gomez. Next, we're taking Freddie Freeman of the Los Angeles Dodgers to get 2 runs or RBIs. We're in Coors Field against Kyle Freeland, and the Dodgers are laying 3 runs. Screw that. Let's get the value with Freddie. For our final selection, we're taking Joe Adell of the Los Angeles Angels to get 2 or more bases. To my surprise, he's top of the league in hard contact, and Brady Singer's been giving up bombs. And that's going to conclude today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Back in that win column yesterday, let's start a streak today. Like I said, not my favorite card as a whole, but I'm locked in on that over. I appreciate the support so much. I do this every day for free, so please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It's your boy, yo! And until the next one, I'm going to catch y'all. Peace.